So now that we're near the end of the game, we're going to be doing a lot of not grabbing Pizza Planet tokens. We're only going to get 2 in this location. The first one, instead is Slinky. This time Bullseye asks us to grab 5 doodly doodles. There are 5 horseshoes spread around the room, and they're real easy to find. A lot easier than Slinky's objects, in fact. You just got to go around the room in a big circle. And that's it. We got all 5. It's a real nice Pizza Planet token, real easy to get at the very start of the level. Now we only need 1 more. We only need 1 more. And we're gonna go get this one from the boss of the level. Unlike the end-level bosses of all the other levels, the end-level boss of this level isn't a pushover. You actually gotta think a bit when fighting him. And it helps that there's a secondary hazard that makes the fight slightly harder. Actually, let's talk about the secondary hazard while we're platforming to the boss. The secondary hazard is that there are cannons that fire at us from all over the place. And you can disable the cannons, but we're not going to do that because I think it makes the boss fight more interesting. And we don't really need any additional Pizza Planet tokens from this place. The platforming in this level also isn't my favorite. It's kind of cute to see this area from the film, kind of. But at the same time, there's been more interesting platforming, mechanically and visually. Most of the stuff is in glass, you know. But this Wild West place is kind of cool, and it leads us to the boss. Hi. So you could shoot this guy, but that's not ideal. It's better to use your melee attack on him. If you get real close and use your melee attack, you can glide under his bullets. I'm not sure whether that's intentional, but it makes the boss way easier to get close and glide under his bullets. And that's it for this level, but we're going to do more than 1 level in this video, don't worry.
To infinity and beyond!
It's time for Zerg, and I understand a whole lot of people have trouble with the Zerg boss fight. But, I don't. See, because there's a little exploit you can do. You can use the melee attack and then jump, and the melee attack will keep going after you jump. And I don't think most people know this, but it makes the Zerg boss a complete piece of cake. Yeah. There's not much to say, because after you figure out you can do this, he dies real fast.
To infinity and beyond!
So this level, it pulls a lot of game design no-nos. The biggest of which is that there's a really, really huge platforming segment where you have to climb up a bunch of conveyor belts, and it's actually really difficult to get to the top, and your reward when you get to the top is 1 of 5 little tykes. It's not a Pizza Planet token, it's not a power-up, it's not anything that would justify all that time you spent, it's just 1 of the 5 little tykes. So it makes you feel like your time was wasted. And that's no fun. Another problem it has is that the areas don't connect fluidly. Like, if you remember the elevator hop level, and that one the areas connected really nicely, they were a catacomb of vents and stuff. And this one the areas don't connect so good, it feels very loose. Anyway, we're gonna get our first Pizza Planet token from the masked wrestler here. Just like Slinky and Bullseye, he wants us to find 5 thingies. And the 5 thingies in this case are his weights. This one's pure trial and error, unlike the others, because they put the weights in places you wouldn't think to look, like in other rooms. So I think that's another game design, another bad piece of game design in this level. It's a really small one since you can retry this as many times as you want. And eventually you're gonna find the weights because there's not that many places to look. But yeah, I still think hiding the weights in other rooms and in weird places probably not where most kids are gonna look. But it's an easy Pizza Planet token after you figure out where they are. Just like I said, it's trial and error.
I come in peace.
And now we're gonna go fight the boss. But in order to fight the boss, we need to find a Mr. Potato Head part. Yeah, see, the transitions between these rooms, they're just tiny holes in the wall down at the bottom. And that opening segment where you platform on suitcases, that doesn't connect to the rest of the level in any meaningful way. It's just kinda that part at the beginning that you need to do to get to the rest of the level, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't connect naturally or flow with the rest of the level. Anyway, for some reason Buzz's weight is enough to hold down these airplane wings. And we gotta use the airplane wings and their physics in order to climb higher. It's real simple stuff. You've seen seesaw platforms like this before. And unlike the seesaw platforms in the construction level, these ones don't move, so it's actually a lot easier. The Mr. Potato Head part is over this way. It's right up there. Yeah, that happens a lot in this game. But this time we're actually going to make the jump and grab the Mr. Potato Head body part, which I think are his lips. Yeah, those were his lips. Which makes me wonder how he can talk to us to tell us to get the part when he doesn't have his lips, but let's not think too much about it. The power-up we get from Mr. Potato Head exclusively serves the purpose of us getting to the boss battle and nothing else. And that's okay, you only have to use it one time, and they do an okay job of exploring it. Basically, it allows us to hover up to platforms that we normally wouldn't be able to reach with our double jump. But the hovering is very, very specific. You have to, like, rub up against the side of the platform you want to hover up against. Like that. And the hover wears out really quickly, so you need to optimize it. It can be a little finicky, because like I said, it doesn't just hover straight upward, you have to be rubbing against the platform you want to hover up to. But anyway, now that we're up here, we can see the Prospector over there, and he's the boss of this level. The Prospector slams his, what are those? I forgot what the name of those are. Pickaxe? He slams his pickaxe into the ground and sends a shockwave at you. You can jump over the shockwave and then hit him with your melee attack, which is what I do generally. He actually deals a lot of damage for an end-level boss. But after you figure out his gimmick, he's not so bad. That's it for this level. I'll see you next video for when we finish the game.
To infinity and beyond!